Y'all, the other day, God showed me his heart. So I want to give y'all the backstory real quick. So recently, I've just been like praying to like hear the Lord more and to hear him with clarity. And, I just been asking him to like teach me how to listen more and how to hear him properly, because I want to know that it's him that's speaking and it's not my own thoughts. So the other day I got off work, and after I got out the shower, I was planning on playing the video game when I got out the shower. As I'm finishing up my routine, I hear the Lord speak loud and clear. Now I knew it wasn't my thought, because my thoughts replay over and over sometimes, or I'll think about something and I'll think about something else like that. Like my thoughts are kind of like quick like that. And so I knew that the Lord was speaking because it just was clear. Like it was no interruptions. It wasn't no overthinking going on. It was just a complete thought. So this is what I heard immediately. I heard the Lord say, "Do you love the video game more than me?" And I was like, And I was like, of course not. Like I said, of course not out loud. Like, of course not. So then the Lord said, well, why don't you read my word? And I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I picked up my Bible and I said, well, where do you want me to read? And he said, read Jeremiah chapter 2. I said, okay. So y'all, when I picked up this Bible, I was screaming on the inside because I was so scared that the Lord was about to read me my rights. Like, I thought he was about to be like, this verse is like going off on me or something. I didn't know what to expect. So I was like kind of nervous. I'm like, So I'm going to go to Jeremiah and I'm going to tell y'all what it says. So the title of Jeremiah chapter 2 is Israel Forsakes God, y'all. As soon as I read that, I said, Jesus, please. Please. So I gotta read y'all this. I'm gonna skip around like certain parts or whatever because I want y'all to get like the gist. Like, please go and read this whole thing. Like, don't take my word for it. Go and read this whole chapter 2 because it's so good. So here's this is what it say. I mean, God just jumped right straight into it, right? So it says, the word of the Lord came to me. Go and proclaim in the hearing of Jerusalem. This is what the Lord says. So this is how I knew that the Lord was speaking. It says right here, this is what the Lord says. So I'm reading, I'm like, It says, I remember the devotion of your youth. The first sentence, y'all, took me out. So I felt like this was the Lord. Like, I remember when you used to come and spend time with me. That's what I got from it as soon as I read that first sentence. Then it says, how as a bride you loved me and followed me through the wilderness, through a land not sown. Israel was holy to the Lord, the first fruits of his harvest. All who devoured her were held guilty, and disaster overtook them, declares the Lord. So the Lord was telling me right off the bat, anybody who messed with my people, I was taking care of them, right? So then it goes on to say, this is what the Lord says. What fault did your ancestors find in me, that they strayed so far from me? They followed worthless idols and became worthless themselves. Okay, I was like screaming because I was like, Lord, what you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Like, I didn't know what to get from that. And it says, they did not ask, where's the Lord? Who brought us out of Egypt and led us through the barren wilderness, through a land of deserts and ravines, a land of drought and utter darkness, a land where no one travels and no one lives. I brought you into fertile land to eat its fruit and rich produce, but you came and defiled my land and made my inheritance detestable. The priests did not ask, where's the Lord? Those who deal with the law did not know me. The leaders rebelled against me. The prophets prophesied by Baal, following worthless idols. Therefore, I bring charges against you again, declares the Lord. So I want to skip down because I'm trying to give you the whole gist of this whole chapter. It's a lot in this. So I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm just going to kind of skip around. So chapter 2:11 says, has a nation ever changed its gods? Yet they are not gods at all. So this is God being sarcastic, y'all. Like, he is not acknowledging these false gods. He like, whatever. It says, but my people have exchanged their glorious God for worthless idols. Be appalled at this, you heavens, and shudder with great horror, declares the Lord. So the Lord's like, listen, y'all should be ashamed. Y'all up here worshiping all these false idols. Like, y'all should not be having this. Then it says, my people have committed two sins. They have forsaken me, the spring of living water, and have dug their own cisterns, broken cisterns that cannot hold water. When the Lord was talking about the cisterns that could not hold water, he was basically saying, like, we as humans, we take things into our own hands, and it is not in alignment with the Lord. And so when we go off and do our own thing, it does not work out. It does not work. And this has happened to me in real life. Like, when I was off and I had turned my back on God, forsaken God, whatever you want to call it, I did not know him well. When I was living in the world, sinning, doing my own thing, it was not working out for me. Okay? So y'all, it got deeper on this part. It says, as a thief is disgraced, this is 26, when he is caught, so the people of Israel are disgraced. They, their kings, their officials, their priests, their prophets, they say to wood, you are my father, and to stone, you gave me birth. Like, the Lord is like, this is what I got. Like, we be being goofy. Like, we be being goofy. They have turned their backs to me and not their faces. Yet, when they are in trouble, they say, come and save us. Where then are the gods you made for yourselves? Let them come if they can save you when you are in trouble. For you, Judah, have as many gods as you have towns. So by this time, the Lord okay, you claim these are your gods or whatever, let them come and save you then. And they not gonna come. But go ahead. Then I want to skip down to 32. And it says, does a young woman forget her jewelry, a bride her wedding ornaments? Yet my people have forgotten me. Days without number. How skilled you are at pursuing love. Even the worst women can learn from your ways. So when I was reading this, I'm like, oh my goodness, like the Lord be hurt. Like he wants to spend time with us. He wants his children with him. And we go astray and we go do other things and we don't be thinking about God. Like we thinking about God, but we still pushing him to the back as a priority. Everything is like in front of him. Like, oh, let me go play the game. Oh, let me go here. Oh, let me go to my friend's house. Oh, let me go spend time with this person, that person, whatever. Oh, let me go. We doing everything else instead of taking time out, being intentional and spending time with him. So this was the Lord showing me his heart. And was basically telling me, like, I love my children. I miss my children. And I want to spend time with y'all. And I don't want y'all to forget about me. So, that is just so beautiful. That really, like, touched my heart. It made me a little bit sad because I was like, dang, I don't want the Lord to feel like that. Like, I'm dissing him for something else. Like, something that can't save me or whatever. So, that's all I got. I love y'all. And to God be the glory.